me, 27. Archivist for the Central Municipal Library. Work in the sub-basement, level B2. No windows, just rows of metal shelves and fluorescent lights. The air smells like vinegar, dust, and decaying paper. I like it here. It is quiet. My job is preserving old city records, maps, deeds, letters from dead mayors. I fix bindings. I remove rust from staples. I scan pages into the digital void. Wake up at 6:30 a.m. Black coffee. Toast. Slightly burnt. Walk 20 minutes to the metro. Read a paperback on the train. Arrive at work at 7:50 a.m. Unlock the heavy steel door. Turn on the humidifier. Put on white cotton gloves. This is the routine. It never changes. Until October. 10:15 a.m. on a Tuesday. Intercom buzzes. Usually it's Old Man Henderson from logistics. He leaves the crate by the door and grunts. I buzz the door open. Hear footsteps, not Henderson's heavy boots. Sneakers squeaking on the linoleum. I look up from a 1920 census ledger. Standing there, oversized yellow raincoat, backpack covered in patches, hair wet plastered to her forehead, holding a clipboard. Delivery for archives? Voice is scratchy, like she just woke up. I nod. Point to the table. She drops a box of preservation glue. Sign here, please. I take the pen. Her fingers are cold. I sign. Cool place, she says. She looks around at the endless gray shelves. It's a basement, I say. Yeah, but it's like a bunker. Safe. She caps the pen. I'm Lena, by the way. Henderson retired. Anon. See ya, Anon. She leaves. The door clicks shut. The silence comes back. I return to the census ledger. But the room smells faintly of rain and vanilla now. Takes an hour for the smell to fade. Next day, 10:15 a.m. Buzzer. She's back. No raincoat today. Oversized sweater with a hole in the sleeve. Drops off a package of acid-free folders. Still quiet down here, she says. It's a library. It's a tomb for paper, she corrects. She smiles. Crooked front tooth. I don't know what to say, so I just sign the clipboard. She lingers for a second. Looks at the map on my desk. Is that the city? From when? 1895. My apartment wasn't even built yet, she says. Probably a field back then, I say. I wish it was still a field. She laughs. Brief. Then leaves. I stare at the map. I trace the line where her apartment building probably is. Back to work. 2 weeks pass. Routine shifts slightly. 10:10 a.m. I start checking the clock. 10:14 a.m. I move the stack of books to clear a space on the intake table. 10:15 a.m. Buzzer. She comes in. Brings the mail. And a coffee. 2-for-1 deal at the bodega, she says. Puts a paper cup on my desk. I don't need it, I say. Throw it out then. She signs for herself on the clipboard. By Anon. She leaves. I don't throw it out. It's hazelnut. Too sweet. I drink it slowly while repairing a spine on a Victorian diary. November hits. Rain is relentless. The basement feels colder. Radiator clanks in the corner. 10:15 a.m. Lena comes in. Soaked? No umbrella. Just a hoodie pulled up. She's shivering. Bus splashed me, she says. Drops the mail wet on the floor. Sorry. She looks miserable. Water dripping from her nose. I stand up. Walk to the supply closet. Grab a roll of industrial paper towels. Hand it to her. Thanks. She wipes her face. Her mascara is smeared. She sits on the intake table. Not leaving immediately. Can I just sit for a minute? It's freezing outside. I nod. Okay, I go back to my desk. Turn on the small space heater I keep under the desk. Push it toward her with my foot. She looks down at it, then at me. Thanks, we don't talk. I work on a map of the sewage system. She sits on the table, drying her hair with paper towels. The hum of the heater fills the silence. 10 minutes pass. Her breathing slows down. She stops shivering. I should go, she says. Okay. She hops off the table. See you tomorrow, Anon. See you. She leaves. I look at the heater. Leave it on for the rest of the day. December. Deliveries are heavier. End of year archives. She comes in with a hand truck. Boxes stacked higher than her head. I help her unload. Our arms brush. Static electricity shock. She jumps. You're electric, she says. It's the carpet. Sure it is. We stack the boxes. She sits on one of them, takes an apple out of her pocket. Lunch? I ask. Breakfast. And lunch. She takes a bite. Loud crunch in the quiet room. You eat down here? She asks. Sometimes. What do you eat? Sandwiches. Boring. Efficient. She rolls her eyes, reaches into her other pocket, pulls out a tangerine, tosses it to me. I catch it. Vitamin C, she says. You look pale. I work in a basement. Excuses. She finishes the apple. Throws the core into my trash can from across the room. Misses. It hits the floor. She laughs, walks over, picks it up, puts it in the bin. Nice aim. I say, shut up. She leaves. I peel the tangerine. The smell of citrus cuts through the dust smell. It lingers for hours. Christmas Eve. Library closes at 1 p.m. I'm finishing up a catalog log. Buzzer, Lena, wearing a ridiculous Santa hat, carries a small box. Last drop, she says, places it on the desk. You working tomorrow? She asks. Library is closed. I know, but do you have plans? I pause. Reading? Figures. She reaches into her bag, pulls out a small, wrapped square. Tinfoil. My mom made fudge. It's terrible. Too much salt. She puts it on my desk. Here. I didn't get you anything. I say, you signed for my packages all year. That's enough. She adjusts her hat. Merry Christmas, Anon. Merry Christmas, Lena. She leaves. I unwrap the foil. Eat a piece of fudge. It is salty, but chocolatey. I eat the whole block before leaving. January. Harsh winter. Pipes burst on level 1. Leak drips into the sub-basement. Panic mode. I'm moving boxes, covering shelves with tarps. 10:15 a.m. Buzzer. I ignore it. Too busy. Buzzer again. Long press. I run to the door. Unlock it. Busy, I say, breathless. She sees the chaos. Water dripping from the ceiling into a bucket. Whoa, leak. I say, can't take packages. She drops her bag. Where do you need help? You're a courier. You have a schedule. I'm ahead of schedule. Give me a tarp. I hesitate. She grabs a plastic sheet from the pile. Over these? Pointing to the 1950s tax records. Yes. We work for an hour, moving heavy crates, covering the scanning equipment. My shirt is soaked with sweat and pipe water. She ruins her sneakers. Finally, the maintenance crew arrives. They shut off the water. Quiet returns. We sit on the floor against the metal shelves, exhausted. You didn't have to do that, I say. I know. She wipes her forehead with her sleeve, smears dirt on her face. I point to my own cheek. Dirt. She rubs it, makes it worse. I reach into my pocket. Handkerchief. Clean. I hand it to her. She takes it, wipes her face. Look at the handkerchief. Now it's dirty. It washes. She looks at me. Eyes are very brown. Never noticed the shade before? Like old walnut wood. You really care about this stuff, huh? She asks, gesturing to the wet boxes. It's history, I say. If I don't save it, nobody remembers. She nods. Slowly, I get that. She stands up, dusts off her pants. I'm really late now. Sorry. Don't be. Beats sitting in traffic. She heads to the door. Stops. Keep the handkerchief. I'll wash it. She leaves. I sit on the floor for another 10 minutes, just listening to the maintenance guys yelling upstairs. February. She brings the handkerchief back, folded into a tiny square. Smells like floral detergent. Thanks, she says. Places it on my desk. It's softer now. Routine changes again. She starts eating lunch here. 12 p.m. She circles back after her route. Too cold in the park, she claims. We sit at the intake table. She brings takeout. Thai, burgers, tacos. I bring my sandwich. Try this, she says. Spicy pad thai. Burns my mouth, she laughs. You have the palate of a monk? I like simple. Simple is boring. She starts bringing me things. Not gifts, just things she finds. A weird rock, a flyer for a concert, a book found on a park bench. It's damaged, she says, handing me the book. Spine is broken. Fix it? I fix it. It takes 3 days. Glue, clamps, patience. I give it back to her. Good as new, she says. She runs her thumb over the binding. You have magic hands. I look away. It's just glue. March, my birthday. I don't tell anyone. Work as usual. 12 p.m. She arrives, holding a cupcake. Single candle, unlit. Happy birthday, she says. I freeze. How did you know? Saw your ID when you signed me in at the security desk upstairs last week. She puts the cupcake down. Make a wish. It's not lit. Imagine the fire. I close my eyes. Imagine a flame. I don't wish for anything. I just think about the smell of vanilla and rain. Open eyes. Did you wish? Yes. Good. We share the cupcake. She gets frosting on her nose. I don't tell her. April. Spring cleaning in the archives. Dust is everywhere. I'm sneezing constantly. She comes in. Bless you. It's the mold spores. Sounds romantic. She leans against the shelving unit, watching me scan photos. What's that one? City Park, 1910. Look at the hats, she says. She leans in close to the monitor. Shoulder touches my shoulder. She doesn't pull away. I stop typing, can feel the heat radiating from her arm. People looked so serious back then, she whispers. Long exposure times. Had to hold still. I couldn't do it, she says. I can't sit still. I know. She turns her head. Face is inches from mine. She looks at my lips, then my eyes. The air conditioning hums loudly. Anon? Yeah. Do you ever leave this basement? To go home. We should go somewhere. Not home. Where? Roof. Sunset. Today. I blink. I get off at 5. I'll wait. 5 p.m. I clock out. She is waiting by the security desk, playing on her phone. Jumps up when she sees me. Ready? We take the freight elevator, all the way to R. Doors open. Wind hits us. City skyline is orange and purple. Noisier up here. Sirens, cars, wind. She walks to the edge, leans on the railing. Better than the basement? Different. I stand next to her. City looks like a circuit board. I feel small up here, she says. That's the point. She turns to me. Wind whips hair across her face. She pushes it back. You're not boring, Anon. I am. No, you're just waiting. For what? I don't know. To be found? She reaches out, takes my hand. Her hand is warm. Rough skin from carrying boxes. Calloused palm. My hand is smooth from handling paper. We stand there, holding hands over the city. My heart is beating hard against my ribs. I hope she can't hear it. She squeezes my fingers. I found you, she says. Quietly. I look at her. Yeah. Sun goes down. Lights turn on in the skyscrapers. I'm hungry, she breaks the moment. Tacos? Tacos. We leave the roof. May. Routine is destroyed. In a good way. She texts me in the morning. Coffee inbound. She texts me at night. Sleep well, archive man. Lunch is a given. Sometimes dinner. She starts leaving things at my place. A hair tie on the nightstand. A magazine on the coffee table. A spare charger. My apartment starts to look lived in. One rainy Tuesday. 10:15 a.m. No buzzer. 10:30 a.m. No Lena. 11 a.m. I check my phone. No text. I can't focus. Misfile 3 documents. 12 p.m. Panic starts. Is she hurt? Accident? I call her, straight to voicemail. I call the courier company dispatch. Hey, Is Lena en route today? Dispatcher sounds bored. Lena call out. Sick. Oh, thanks. Hang up. Relief. Then worry. I leave work at 5 p.m. Go to the pharmacy. Buy soup. Buy ginger ale. Buy those fancy cough drops she likes. Go to her apartment. I've only been to the door once. Buzz 4B. Who is it? Voice sounds terrible. Raspy. Anon. Delivery. Buzzer sounds. Walk up 4 flights. She opens the door, wearing sweatpants and a giant t-shirt. Wrapped in a blanket. Looks like death. Pale red nose. Eyes puffy. You look awful, I say. Charming. She steps back. Don't come in. You'll get plague. I walk in anyway. Put the bag on the counter. I brought soup. She closes the door. Leans against it. You left the basement. Emergency protocols. She smiles. Weakly. I'm really sick, Anon. I have an immune system. I heat up the soup. She sits on the couch, watching me in her kitchen. You know where the spoons are? I'm guessing top drawer. Correct. I bring her the bowl. Sit on the floor by her feet. She eats slowly. Thank you. It's just soup. It's not just soup. She finishes. Puts the bowl on the table, slides down so she's lying on the couch. Hand dangles off the edge, finds my shoulder. Stay? I'll catch the plague. Risk assessment? Acceptable. I stay. Watch TV with the volume low. She falls asleep. Breathing is heavy, congested. I cover her with the blanket. Sit there in the dark, listening to the rain against her window. It feels safer than the archives. June. She's better. We are walking to the library together. 7:45 a.m. She doesn't have work until 9. Just walking me. I was thinking, she says. Dangerous. She bumps my hip. Shut up. I was thinking about vacation. I don't take vacation. You have 400 hours accrued. I checked your pay stub when you left it on the table. Invasion of privacy. Administrative oversight. Anyway, cabin? Lake? Somewhere with no cell service. And no dust? Ideally. We stop at the library entrance. People rushing past us. She stands in front of me, fixes my collar. Think about it. Okay, she leans up, kisses my cheek. Quick! Public, buy Anon. She walks away into the crowd. I touch my cheek. Walk downstairs to the basement. Unlock the door. Turn on the lights. The smell of old paper hits me. Usually comforting. Today feels a bit empty. I sit at my desk, open the browser, search lake cabins for rent. July. Heat wave. AC in the basement breaks. It's 90 degrees down here. Management sends us home at noon. I text Lena. Released early. Heat. She replies. Meet me at the fountain. 10 mins? I go to the park fountain. She's there. Rolled up pants, feet in the water, eating ice cream. Get in, she says. It's public property. It's hot. Anarchy rules apply. I take off my shoes and socks, roll up my slacks, step into the fountain. Water is cold. Shock to the system. I sit on the edge next to her. She hands me a spoon. Strawberry. We share the ice cream. Watching tourists take photos. I booked the cabin, I say. She stops eating. Spoon halfway to mouth. Really? August 12th. 1 week. She grins. Huge. Dropping the spoon in the water? Oops. She hugs me. Almost knocks me into the fountain. You're the best. She pulls back. Looks at me. Intense. I love you, you know. Casual. Like stating the weather. I know, I say. Pause. I love you too. She splashes water on me. Took you long enough. I process data slowly. August. The cabin. Quiet. Real quiet. Not library quiet. Nature quiet. Crickets. Wind in trees. We sit on the porch. Morning? Coffee? She's wearing my flannel shirt. Reading a bad romance novel she found on the shelf. I'm sketching the tree line. Not very good at it. She looks over. That looks like a broccoli. It's an oak. It's a broccoli. She puts her book down, stretches. I could get used to this. Me too. No schedules, no boxes, no dust. She moves her chair closer, rests her head on my shoulder. We watch a deer walk across the lawn. It stops, looks at us, flicks its tail, moves on. Life is weird, she whispers. Yeah? Good weird. Yeah. We sit there until the coffee gets cold. September. Back to work. Routine resumes. But different. I keep a photo of us at the cabin on my desk, next to the 1895 map. 10:15 a.m. Buzzer. Lena. Raincoat. Delivery for archives. Sign here. I sign. She doesn't leave. Walks around the desk. Kisses me. Dinner tonight? My turn to cook. Pasta. Pasta. See you at 6. I watch the door close. Turn back to the documents. The basement is still a bunker. Still smells like vinegar and dust. But it doesn't feel lonely anymore. Just feels like work. And work ends at 5. I check my watch. 10:20 a.m. 6 hours and 40 minutes to go. I can wait. I'm good at waiting. But now I know what I'm waiting for. Pick up the pen. Start working. Outside, the rain continues. Inside, it's warm.